We find our intrepid duo, Pythor and Starscream, relaxing in Pythor P. Chumsworth Country Estate in West Sussex, England. Starscream, old chap, the kettle's boiling. Ha ha ha.
I'm afraid we don't have time for tea this morning, Pythor, because today's the day!
Today's the day to be on the incredibly amazing Chatting with Brookecosplaygirl? The podcast!
And we get to do the intro. And 3, 2, 1, welcome everyone to Brookecosplaygirl! Today's guest is voice actor Michael Dobson. Is he any good?
I certainly hope so after all that.
Is it okay? I think we're good.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing? How are you doing, Michael?
Good. How's it going?
Good.
Good. It's good to see you.
You too.
How's your day been?
Good. How about you?
Really good, thanks. Thanks so much for wanting to interview me. You're so amazing. Thank you.
You are welcome. Welcome to Chatting with Brookecosplaygirl.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So what have you been doing? What's going on with you?
Oh, nothing. It's just that I am currently in art and animation school right now.
Oh, fantastic.
Uh-huh.
Are you enjoying it?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's right on. That's cool. Right on, man. Did you always know that, like, from when you were little, that being an artist was what you wanted to do?
I think when I became much older, I wanted to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. But did you draw a lot when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, right on. That's pretty cool. So that must be amazing to know that something that you're really passionate about, something that you really love, and that you've decided to explore it, and that this is probably what you're going to do for your profession. That's very cool.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty liberating too, right? To have that freedom.
Oh, and I drew something for you.
Are you serious? No. What? Oh, good Lord, you drew Pythor, and you did an incredibly good job.
Thank you.
I don't think I've ever looked better.
Thank you.
Awesome. That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, man. That's awesome. You got some serious skills. How long did it take you to do that?
It took me a while because I kept on messing up.
Well, he's pretty hard to draw because
he is like the hardest part to draw was his eye.
Yeah. Because I mean, you don't have a lot to play with because you're talking about basically a cylindrical creature that resembles a tube, basically, right? So it's like to put lots of expression into it. It really puts you in the driver's seat, to explore and know how it must be for animators to actually bring these characters to life and make them interesting on screen, right? It's just it's a snake. What do you do with a snake?
Right.
To make him interesting. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's very, very cool. Do you think you'd ever want to get into animation?
Yes.
Oh, right on.
That's not doing because I'm learning art and animation at this school. At the
right
school
on.
Now.
Have you been are you in your second year now? Is that what you were saying?
I graduated from Houston Community College with my degree in digital gaming and simulation last year. So
congratulations!
Thank you. So
that's a huge achievement.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I am currently in art animation school online. It's called CG Spectrum. Have you heard of it?
No, I haven't. Tell me about it.
It's like an art animation school, and they teach you like 2D art and 3D animation, and
wow.
And they also have drawing classes too. So I'm currently in the drawing class right now.
That's crazy, man, because I know you work with a lot of different types of software, right? To do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean it there's so much to it. I mean technically it's insane, all the different things that you can use to adjust the image and create an image, and just that's a lot of stuff to fit into here.
It is. It
That's
is.
amazing. And like to be able to be creative with it and just remember what all those various different types of capabilities that you have with that software, and then
Hmm.
be able to put all that into your craft and
Hmm.
and create your own deal, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
That's an incredible talent, man. That's crazy. Well, kudos to you. I couldn't imagine like how complex that is. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's get started. Okay,
Okay.
our first question is, how did you get into acting, voice acting?
Into voice acting?
Yes.
Well, I started off way back when in theater. I started off as a stage actor.
Hmm.
So I was classically trained from the beginning. And it's funny because I grew up in England, but I I had planned to have a career in the Royal Air Force. That's what I was going to do.
Hmm.
And then we came to Canada, and I was looking for work, and they told me they because I was 16 at the time, and they said, "Aren't you a little young to be out of school?" But I graduated in the UK when I was 15, so I was already done school.
Hmm.
So I was going to military school, and I was in the Air Training Corps in the UK, training to go into the Royal Air Force.
Hmm.
And anyway, long story short, when I went to a Canadian school because in Ontario at the time they go to grade 13. So
Hmm.
they put me in grade 12, but I took an elective, which was a grade 10 acting class. And
Hmm.
anyway, man, the rest was kind of history. I took the class and it was like I found my tribe, if you will. You know, I was just like I found people that's thought the way I did and expressed themselves the way that I did, and I just fell in love with it. And I it was a complete 180 for me. I just suddenly went, these are the people that I want to be around for the rest of my life,
Hmm.
and and this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And so I did theater for quite a few years, I guess. For a while there, I was like a member of like two or three different theater companies at a time and doing different productions, and I loved it. And then I'd moved from Toronto to Vancouver Island and lived in Victoria, and I was doing theater there.
Hmm.
And I belonged to a company called Corner Store Theater Company, and we
Hmm.
did a bunch of shows at the Belfry and things like that. And then right about that time in the early 80s, the film industry started to kick off on the West Coast. And so eventually moved to Vancouver, and I was doing film and television on camera stuff, and I did like X-Files and
Uh-huh.
7 Days and Viper and like all these different shows.
Hmm.
And then I ran into, you'll know this name, the legendary Scott McNeil.
Hmm.
Yeah, and Scotty was doing a play at the time, and we were both with the same agency,
Hmm.
and we were both doing on-screen stuff at the time. Well, Scotty still is, but I drew away from that a little bit later. But anyway, Scott and I became really close friends,
Hmm.
and during that friendship, he said to me, you got these crazy chops with the voices and stuff that you do and everything, and that all just comes from my brothers and I when I
Hmm.
was a kid, when I was 13. I really wanted a cassette tape player for my birthday, and I was so fortunate. My dad worked overtime and everything to get this for me, and I still have it to this day because it
Oh,
reminds
cool.
me of,
That's cool.
yeah, it reminds me of it meant so much to me that my dad worked extra hard to make that happen for me and give me that for my 13th birthday.
Hmm.
And my brothers and I were constantly on it. And was buying cassettes all the time, and I was a big collector of comics.
Hmm.
And so we put my comics out on the floor, and my
Hmm.
brothers and I would like pick characters, and we would just do all the voices for them and record these, make basically like radio plays on the cassette player. But we had no idea that we might end up one day doing that for a living. We didn't even know that that was a job. But
Hmm.
anyway, cutting back to Scotty, Scotty was gracious enough and kind enough to encourage me to get into voice acting. And he told me about Sue Blue, who was coming into town to do a voice workshop. And I took her workshop, and she remembered me from the workshop when she was up a few months later to do casting for a new series called G.I. Joe Extreme.
Hmm.
And when I walked in for the audition, she goes, "I remember you." And she said all kinds of nice things. And as fate would have it, I got cast in G.I. Joe Extreme with Sergeant Savage. And then shortly, I think it was only just a matter of weeks and around about that time too. Um, I ended up auditioning for the role of the voice for Leonardo in the Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Next Mutation,
Mhm.
and I got that. And at the time, I was like working like five different jobs. I was driving limo. I was working as security guard. I was bartending. I was working as a doorman in bars and doing all this stuff, and a DJ as well.
Oh,
And,
that's
and
cool.
yeah, it was fun. And so I took a leap of faith when I scored those two gigs. I went, I'm going to be an actor and I'm going to do this for the rest of my life, and I'm not ever going to have to do these other jobs anymore. And I
Mhm.
took that leap of faith, and it
Here
worked
we
out.
are.
It worked out. And then when I met the woman that I would end up marrying and have four children with,
Oh wow.
um,
Are
yeah, becoming a dad made me look at life completely differently. And
they into like the voice acting too?
what's that?
Are are your kids into the voice acting stuff too?
You know what's so funny is I've gotten them into well rather into lots of stuff when they were little and growing up.
Mhm.
I got them in gigs here and there, and they did awesome. They did great, but none of them kind of felt the same passion and joy that I mean, they enjoyed it a great deal. They had a lot of fun, but I think they had other interests and things that they wanted to do, so they pursued that, and they've become quite successful at them. So I'm happy for them. That's really cool. But no, nobody ended up being
Mhm.
an actor the same as their dad. So, but no, I'm really fortunate. I never I haven't had to. What am I trying to say here now? I forgot, Brooke. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, it all worked out, and I haven't had to look back. So it's been a really cool journey. Yeah.
So are your kids like are they boys or girls?
I wanted a girl first, and I totally lucked out because we have Kira was our firstborn, and she's amazing. I couldn't be more proud of her. She's just an incredible woman, and now she's just 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, made us grandparents, which is pretty cool.
Oh,
So yeah, with little Christian, he's
oh.
yeah, he's pretty. He's just a huge ball of sunshine, man. Like that little guy just he's so positive, and I'm really excited to see what he does with his life because he's just a ray of sunshine wherever he goes. He's a pretty cool little guy.
Mhm.
And so and then I had three sons,
Mhm.
and actually my middle guy, he works in the business, but he works in film and television, and
Oh, that's
he
cool.
yeah, he works in the production end of things. So he's in the office. So currently he's in the interior working on the TV series Tracker, and
Mhm.
he's doing really well. And my eldest son, he's working in graphics, and
Mhm.
he does like commercial graphics on vehicles, commercial vehicles and buildings and stuff. And my youngest guy, he's still figuring out what direction that he wants to go.
Mhm.
But I got a feeling he's probably going to pursue business of some kind because he's one of these guys who looks really good in a suit, and he's got a great mind for business. So,
That's cool.
so I think that's what he probably will end up doing. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
I love your shirt, by the way.
Thanks very much. I had to wear it. I had to represent today.
Mhm.
Starscream.
I just recently got into Transformers. I recently just watched two of the live action movies.
Did you? Aren't they great?
Mhm. They are.
I just like the amount of detail is just mind blowing.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
it's just yeah, it's they've taken it to a whole different level, but it's just so cool. And then the animated Transformers 1 that just came out just a little while ago. I had, in all honesty, I had no idea really what to expect, how they were going to animate all the characters and who was going to sound like what and everything. But my wife and I went to go see the movie, and I left there just awe,
The
just like
shop you went there just
it
amazing.
was just so good. Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah,
Mhm.
it was so entertaining. It was fun. Tons of great action. They all the performances by everybody involved in that movie were just like spot on, and
Mhm.
it was just great. Yeah, really good, solid movie. So I hope they do another one.
Mhm.
Yeah, not no pun intended because I know the movie was called One. So.
Mhm.
But if anyone's, yes, they can do it again because that would be really cool.
Yeah, 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 I need to watch that Transformers series that you're in. I need to watch it.
Oh, thanks very much. Yeah, the Unicron trilogy is it was it was so much fun to do. It was getting the role of Starscream was a little bit mind-blowing. And it was kind of interesting the arc that the series has taken really because in the beginning when it first came out, it was kind of there was obviously a very big audience for the younger generation watching it, but those that came from G1, everybody that watched the Armada, Starscream, and the Transformers series was kind of like it was really hard to come from G1 to that. But
Mhm.
it's what I love is since the years have passed,
Mhm.
it's gained more and more fandom, and more people have ended up watching it and actually loving the story arc in the whole series and loving the performances that handed in by everybody, and it's become a big hit now. And so it's so cool to attend conventions and have people be so excited and go, "Oh man, that was just such a great series! It's so great." And it was that. So I'm happy that the series has finally got its due. You know what I mean? That is as popular as it is now, and yeah, it's pretty cool because at the time when I was playing Starscream, I was so excited. And then, of course, you go on the internet,
Mhm.
which sometimes there's a really big mistake. And I went on the internet to see like what the response was of everybody. And I gotta say that at the time, man, I would say like 80% and then some were just like really hating on me for my version of Starscream.
Oh
And
wow.
so it was a big like for me. I was like so crestfallen after I read all this. I was like so excited, and then you read the reviews, you're going, ah, everybody hates me. That's great. Oh, all right. So to get the love now. I feel like that's redemption. It's like so awesome. And so I'm so happy that that it has a happy ending there for me. That feeling lots of love now, and it's so great to be invited to conventions because of the kind of recognition that the series is getting now, and people are wanting to see, the voice actors from Transformers Unicron trilogy. So that's awesome. Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, because like I said, I'm gonna check it out and watch it.
Thank you. I
I,
think you'll love it. It's pretty.
I
The
probably will
animation
love
is awesome.
it.
Like it's got a real kind of anime feel to it.
Mhm.
Like some of like the slam shots, like when they come in really close and stuff like that, and just the amount of detail and the color palette that they used for the show and everything, it looks really good. It's
Mhm.
it, it's a cool series. Yeah. I
It
wish that they would release a box set with the complete trilogy in it. Because I think the way it's out there right now, I think you have to buy
'cause,
Armada,
it
Energon,
is
and Cybertron separately.
yeah yeah because it is on Tubi and I think it's also on Pluto TV. So
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think you're right. But yeah, it'd be cool if they just put it all together and just release the Unicorn trilogy. That would be cool. Because like I was saying, I think you could just buy Armada, Energon, and Cybertron separately. Yeah, and maybe a Blu-ray release would be kind of
yeah,
cool,
yeah,
right?
that'd be awesome.
That'd be cool. Just bring it up to higher res. That would be awesome. Yeah,
Mhm, mhm.
yeah. I'm glad you agree with me on that one, Brooke. Thanks.
You're
I
welcome.
mean, why not even go all out in 4K, man? Just go for it.
Yes, yes,
5.1 surround sound, or even if you just want to take it to the next level and really throw the bucks down, go for Dolby Atmos. That'd be awesome. And then
yes,
we just
yes.
watch it on a huge screen, crank the volume.
Mhm. Yes, there are also more fun things about me. I live in Houston, Texas,
I've never been to Houston. I've always wanted
but
to go and I haven't been. I've only been to Dallas. That's it.
but I'm from Louisiana.
Oh, you're from Louisiana?
Uh huh.
Oh, that's very cool. I was in Lafayette. Louisiana, many,
Oh,
many years
cool.
ago.
Oh,
And
cool.
I gotta say, just like yourself, man, I'm not surprised that you're so nice and so wonderful to speak with because
Thank you.
everybody, you are, you're
Thank you.
awesome. I love your personality.
Thank
And it was
you.
and it
Thank
was so
you.
great because I find that I never had met such warm, wonderful, loving people as I did down in Louisiana. It was just, yeah. I remember I went to to a convention there, and I wish everybody's names would come to me as I'm speaking, and I apologize to them for not uh, bringing their names up. But
Yeah, 'cause, I was just at I was just at a con last weekend.
oh, we in Louisiana,
No, no, in Houston.
in Houston. Which one were you at?
Have you heard of the Nostalgia Con?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you who I met. Let me just pull
Okay.
up photos real quick.
Okay. That's cool.
So I met James Arnold Tabor.
No way. Wow, that's awesome.
Mhm.
That that must have been really exciting to me. How was that?
It was good, because I grew up watching Johnny Test on Cartoon Network.
What a great series that
Yes, it
was. That's
was.
pretty cool.
It
Yeah,
was.
yeah, yeah. A lot of fun.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um I think he's been in like I mean his list of credits on IMDb is just insane. You could just like and they just keep coming. Just keep coming.
And
Just
I'm
keep coming.
going to a con next month, and I finally get to meet Frank Welker.
You gonna meet Frank Welker?
Yes, yes.
No way.
I've been wanting to meet him for years.
I guess.
Mhm.
What a huge icon he is.
He is a legend, especially in Transformers.
Yes, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Just yeah, incredibly talented person.
Mhm,
Yeah,
he is.
yeah, yeah. Well,
You ever heard
whereabouts are you gonna
of
meet him?
It's called Houston Celebrity Comic Con.
Oh, that would be awesome. And when is that?
Um, it's September 20th or 21st, but I'm only going one day to save money.
All right. Yeah. It's when you because I mean you cosplay and
Mhm.
you must attend a lot of conventions every year
Yeah.
and it's got to add up to a ridiculous amount of money like in just in travel alone. Not just like even just like being there and all the other things that go along with that. But just getting there and all those things. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like I really don't like her. Won't be so. The good news is that my parents come with me, so I won't
Oh,
be.
that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
That's you know that's wonderful that your parents are so supportive of that. That's cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you. That's great.
Thank
It's
you,
great when
thank you.
well it is. It's like when your parents support something that you're passionate about. I mean, you couldn't ask for better parents, right? I mean, those are the best parents ever.
Mhm.
Yeah. So kudos
You
to
can
them.
see, and you can see my room for all this stuff that I have.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Is there some My Little Pony stuff over there? Is that what I see?
Mhm.
No way.
Mhm.
That's pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
I recently just finished My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, and I
Very
love you as Bulk Biceps. Why he's
yeah.
really funny.
Thanks. It was funny. I remember because they just called me in. The producers just called me in on that. And I didn't know if I should be complimented or insulted because the loudest in your face character that they could have created, they thought of me right away. So I was like,
Oh wow.
that was pretty. Actually, no, I was pretty confident because they he had made appearances before, but all he never said was yeah. But the whole idea was that they were eventually going to start giving him dialogue and have him things to say in the series, and so it went from whoever was doing it before to they wanted they cast me in the role to play Bulk and it was fun. And then of course I got to play Dr. Cabaleron as well, right? Which was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I love how Bulk Biceps said to Humor Crusaders that he lifted every dumbbell in town.
What do you say? Why wouldn't you be proud of that, man? I mean, that's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
I just, unfortunately, he's got really tiny wings, but he's huge. But he's got little tiny wings.
What do you think of my new Lego figure?
Oh, no way. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I, you had Sam on just a little while ago too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. He's amazing. Love
Yeah, cause
Sam.
cause he asked me, he asked me, to let me know what voice actors I'm going to interview, and I told him about interviewing you. So
Oh, did you?
yeah.
I miss Sam. I haven't seen him for a while. It's the business a little bit different these days because I think the studios realize that I think in the name of efficiency and like getting through things quicker that it's easier just to bring voice actors in kind of one at a time, or sometimes they might just double you up, but bringing in the entire cast all at the same time seems to kind of be a thing of the past, and we miss that because A, we get to see one another, and B, it's so wonderful to be able to work off one another because you get that synergy in the room, that you get that energy going and everything. But um, we might sometimes get a little silly and waste some time in the studio. So
Mm-hmm.
that might be why, you know, we don't all do it as we did before, because maybe for a lot of directors and producers, it could be like herding cats.
What's it like working with your brothers? Do y'all ever have like sibling rivalry in the studio?
No, although it was so funny because I remember we're doing a radio play, and Paul and Brian were in the radio play with me, and I went off script, and my brother Paul wasn't quite sure what I was doing, and for I got a laugh by repeating the line at my brother, and but I was accosting his character, not my brother. And it was just kind of funny because I kept on getting him to repeat the line as the character. And Paul in that instant got a little frustrated with me. I can see there was a little that like brotherly friction that was occurring during them. And afterwards I had to apologize to him. I go, I'm sorry, man. I said it was just like it was a funny moment in the script that I took advantage of and I exploited it and everything. And I think you were thinking that I was kind of like coming at you, but I wasn't. I was coming at your character that you were playing.
So you
And
don't mind me asking, who's the oldest brother? Okay.
yeah, I'm the old man out of the Dobsons. That would be me. Yeah, I'm the eldest. And then it's my sister, and then it's Paul, and then it's Brian. He's the youngest.
Okay.
Yeah. Brian's the baby in the family.
So
Yeah. Oh, you got a baby in your family too? Oh,
yeah.
that's awesome. That's pretty cool. You pretty tight with your siblings too?
Um, yes. I have four sisters and one brother.
Do you really? That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, one is my real sister. Um, but the other three sisters are my sisters, and I have one stepbrother.
Oh, that's wonderful, man. That's pretty cool. And you guys are all pretty tight?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great. That's good
I'm
to
close
hear.
with my I hardly get to see my sisters because they live far, but my actual sister she lives in New Orleans right now.
Oh, she's there. She is. So you still got a lot of family in Louisiana then?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So beautiful there. It was funny.
Mm-hmm.
I remember arriving there because it was I think it was July or August that I arrived there, and
Mhm.
and um and it was so funny because of course it's your face just melts off in the heat there because it's like in the summertime it's so hot and it's so humid.
What's the
But
weather like in Canada?
yeah, well, here we're lucky. It's a pretty moderate climate here on the west coast here in Vancouver.
Mhm.
Um, like what's really a smoking hot day in Vancouver is when it gets into the high 20s, and every once in a while it might sneak into the high 30s, like I think 32 or 31,
Mhm.
but it's very rare that it ever does that. Usually the highs in the summer are around about 27, 28 degrees Celsius, which is probably like around about between 80 and like 85 degrees Fahrenheit and around there. Doesn't usually get much hotter than that.
Mhm.
So, and we're lucky because especially being here on the West Coast, we get the breeze off the ocean, and
Mhm.
so in the evenings it cools down. So not very often is it super warm or hot at night. We're pretty fortunate because when it comes to sleeping at night, it's not hot and humid. So if it ever gets that way, it's only for a few days, or maybe it might last for a week. A couple of years back, we had a few heat waves and we had abnormally high temperatures, like we're seeing in the rest of the world, right? And so forest fires became a huge concern when it gets that hot and dry, and then yeah, it can be very sad,
Mhm.
with the amount of forests that get eaten up by and wildlife, right? It's sad when that happens. But anyway, I digress, and that just brings everybody down. So let's not talk about that at the moment.
Yeah, cause like I remember taking a trip to Canada when I was like real little.
How old were you?
I think I was like 5 maybe.
Aw, cute little Brooke. Exploring Vancouver. How cool is that?
Mhm.
Do you have memory? Can you remember any
I
of it?
really don't I really don't remember the trip that well.
Yeah, you're a little young. Yeah, it's too young to remember those kind of things. It's weird when you're that age. It's just like little blips, like little things, but not like complete scenarios come back to you. But you can you get images of things and see things like that, but you just can't really kind of remember what was all going on at that time. I get that. Yeah, it's true.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's cool that you came up here though,
Yeah.
and you discovered that we weren't all like living in like ice houses and roaming the streets on sleds with with dogs in the front, huskies pulling us around, and yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, cause like so does it snow a lot in Vancouver?
No.
Oh, okay.
Um, in the winter, it will snow sporadically. You
Hmm.
get a few little flurries every once in a while, and then you'll get a week, sometimes as long as 2 weeks, where the snow will stay for a while, and then it's just complete chaos when that happens because we're not equipped for it at all. And so, unless you're like right downtown, and even downtown, it's limited the amount of snowing plowing that goes on and salting of the roads because it just doesn't happen often enough to warrant anybody spending like huge amounts of money on snow removal equipment. So when it does snow here, a lot of times the schools just close and just go, forget it.
Hmm.
Nobody worry about driving your kids to school. We'll just wait till this is beyond because it'll in a few days from now we'll all be just cruising around the streets and everything will be okay again. So yeah,
Hmm.
so it doesn't last long. No. Yeah. Mainly it rains in the wintertime here. And
Okay.
I people that aren't used to it find it a little miserable. But for the most part, like in the wintertime here, when it does rain, it's not super cold. So you can still get out and do stuff. So I don't mind it actually. In fact, I'm one of those kind of people that loves a walk in the rain, and I used to run a lot, and running in the rain was one of my favorite things to do. So like
That's
rain
cool.
doesn't bother me. Yeah, it's all good. I just find it really refreshing, especially when I live downtown.
Hmm.
Going for a run in Stanley Park or along the seawall when it's raining, it's awesome. It's just
Oh,
so yeah,
cool.
yeah. You just feel so alive. You're just like running there and the rain's hitting you in the face and the waves are crashing in and yeah,
Yeah,
it's
cause
awesome.
like I asked my parents if if we can go to Canada next year. I hope
Oh yeah,
I hope that we can go.
you definitely got to make it to Vancouver because it's beautiful. I mean, Canada is a country. I mean, same as the U.S. We're pretty fortunate. You know, so the 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 countryside in the Americas is just incredible, and like so many different ecosystems. You know, throughout
Mhm.
all that land, and there's so much to see and so much to explore. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah,
Mhm. Oh,
gotta come on
cool.
up. Yeah.
Okay, so what's it like? What's it like working on Ninjago?
Ninja, I haven't worked on it for a long time. It's been a while, but like we're talking before COVID.
Yeah.
That was the last time probably I played Pythor on Ninjago,
Mhm.
but it was fun. We all had a great time. I mean, you've probably heard it. So many of us, you know, from Sam and you know all the rest of the crew that you've interviewed in the past.
Mhm.
It's like we're really fortunate here that because I think we all kind of started out in around about the same time, you know,
Mhm.
and we're all very social with one another. We're very close,
Mhm.
um, and we quite serious when we throw the word family around because it really does feel like a family. Like we do a lot of stuff together, and so you know that really shows, of course, when we're all in the studio together and we're working. Because A, we're in our most favorite place in the world, right, in a studio. B, we're doing what we love to do, like we're working together, and it's just magic, really, just kind of watching everybody do their thing. You know what I mean? And then you get to a lot of when if we're doing two episodes, which means that we'll go in the studio from like 9 till 1 in the afternoon,
Oh,
and then
cool.
we take a break from 1 to 2 for lunch, take an hour for lunch, and then
Mhm.
we come back and then do the second episode from 2 to 6. So
Mhm.
in that hour in between, usually we all end up going to like one place and like hang out and grab a bite to eat, and everybody's laughing and joking and stuff is flying around, and then back to work again. But work is just an extension of all that. Like we still get to play together. It's fun. Yeah.
Cool.
So I would say it's one of my most favorite things in the world to do is like when we're all together. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, cause I saw you I saw a post that you made about Kirby yesterday, and that was really
Yeah.
sweet. So, what was it like working with him?
Kirby, oh man, it was weird. Yesterday really hit me hard. I had it was it was weird how I mean when I first got the news, like for the rest of us, it all hit us kind of like a freight train.
Mhm.
Um, but you know, grief is kind of a weird thing because it just kind of sneaks up on you sometimes. And yesterday was a day that snuck up on me. I
Yeah,
wasn't
because I was
expecting that.
watching the news report the other day, and they're interviewing Kirby's brother.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. But I mean, we always say like Kirby lit like what I wrote in on my post on Instagram, so true. Kirby lit the room up. Like
Mhm.
he's just such a nice guy.
Mhm.
But one of my fondest memories I have was Kirby and I and a few other voice actors. My brothers were there too, and we were attending a convention in Calgary, and his family's all in Alberta. So they came out to see Kirby at this convention, and there was a huge lineup. Like Kirby drew a huge crowd, and I mean, he was very popular,
Mhm.
and he had a huge fan base, and I think he's obviously probably still does, right?
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
right,
yeah, he still does. Cause
yeah,
like,
but
cause like, I was like looking at some photos of Ninjago fans like wishing happy birthday.
yeah, it's beautiful. That was really beautiful. But what I was going to say was there was this huge lineup, and I was standing with Kirby's parents. And Kirby's parents said this is the first time they'd seen like been to a convention where Kirby was guesting at. And there was this massive lineup, and all these people are standing there and everything. And I remember it, they looked at me and just went, what are all these people?" And they went, I said, "They're here to see Kirby." And they're like, "What?"
Mhm.
And I think that's when the coin dropped, where they just suddenly realized, like, your son's a big star. Like he's a celebrity, man. Like he's got a huge fan. Like they love him, and he's always so generous and so kind. And I know people say that about people, when they've passed, because I mean, it'd be horrible to say mean things about somebody that passed, but it from the heart, and all of us would say the same. I mean, Kirby was that guy.
Mhm.
He was just so lovely to be around and always made you laugh. It was super happy, always up for anything and everything. You know what I mean? He just had energy to burn, and you just you could count on him for everything and anything. It's like if you needed something, Kirby would be there right away. And it was funny because when we did Ninja Turtles together, that was the best thing because it was Matt Hill, Jason Gray Stanford, myself, and Kirby and we would meet up at Sharp Sound to do the recording, and we really bonded during that time as like real brothers. I mean, even though we'd worked on a lot of stuff before in the past, Turtles just seemed like we'd get there early in the morning, we'd be there for most of the day recording, and we would like watch Spinal Tap like for a laugh just to get into the
Oh,
movie before we go in. And it became a bit of a ritual. So we'd be in there in the morning drinking our coffee and having whatever, snack in the morning. And then, but yeah, a real brotherhood was formed during then. And it was funny because after that, we all referred to each other as our turtle bros.
oh,
And and so, Kirby would go like, "Hey, turtle bro, what's going on, man?" And often us four turtles would get together because there was a few production companies at the time kicking the ball around to do another Turtles film, and there was a few producers that were interested in us in reprising our roles as those characters, and so we went to a few meetings, we went to a few dinner dates. We actually did this one thing where this one producer wanted to go and watch these Kurosawa movies at the Cinematheque in downtown Vancouver. And so like all four of us got together and we sit with this movie producer guy and watch these Japanese movies together and stuff. And then we chat about the Ninja Turtles and you know potentially what film we might be in, in down the future and stuff. And so yeah, the Turtles drew us really, really close together. But yeah,
oh, oh, but
Kirby was definitely one of a kind, man. I love him still. Yeah, and I miss him every day. Yeah.
yeah, because like I always keep saying that you never know what people are going through.
No, you don't.
Yeah, because
No.
like I was bullied in high school, so
No, I'm sorry to hear that. So was I actually.
mhm,
Yeah, it's pretty horrible.
mhm,
Yeah. It's when you've gotta you gotta still show up,
mhm,
keep that brave face and
mhm.
kind of push through. But you know what? I think it makes us stronger, Brooke. Don't you think so?
Yes, it does.
Coming out the other side, it made us a lot stronger.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
sometimes I have a hard time standing up for myself. So
Yeah, that is a tough thing to do.
yeah,
But I mean, like, look what you're doing now. Like you've got this podcast and you're a cosplayer. You're going to art school. You're doing all those things. So look who's laughing now, Brooke.
mhm, true.
It's sad because sadly, people who do that, I know it sounds really textbook, but it's so true. Is that people who bully are just projecting their fears and everything onto other people, and it's sad that they're so unhappy and feel insecure in their world where they have to do things like that to other people. But
Because
yeah,
I also do have depression too. So
yeah, well, that's a residual of all that, right? But like, look at where you're at now. Like,
uh-huh.
you're such a positive, wonderful, warm person.
Thank you.
No, you truly are.
I
So I
really
mean,
need. I really
that's
need that, Michael.
that's a big win for you, Brooke.
Thank
Huge
you.
win for
Thank
you.
you.
Just keep believing in that and believing in yourself and just keep focusing on what you want to do and just yeah, continue to be happy in your heart every day.
Thank
Yeah.
you. And plus, like, I got some more voice actors to interview. I got the voice of Jay, Michael. Yeah, I got the
What's that?
I got the voice of Jay to
Oh, right on.
yes, and,
That's
mhm. I'm trying to get Vincent's home, but I did miss him cameo, but he hasn't responded yet, so he's probably busy.
Oh, yeah, he is a really busy guy, but I'm sure Vince would love to be on your show. So I keep putting the word out to Vince and get him on your show for sure. He's awesome, peeps. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I think you'd have a blast speaking to you. I mean, if there's anybody who could talk to you about Ninjago for a really long time, if you wanted to,
It
it
would
would be
be him.
Vince. Vince is your guy.
Yes, yes.
Well,
It's just
he's
like,
been on that show for so long now.
mhm. Yeah, because like I also started watching watching Lego Dreams.
I haven't seen that new series yet, but I hear
It's
it's pretty
good. It's
cool.
good. It's good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think anything that Lego's involved with is good.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to check out I need to check out Nexo Nights too because I heard that show's good.
Which one?
Nexo Nights.
Oh, I Nexo Knights.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is another Lego series, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure. I hear that's pretty cool as well. Yeah,
Mhm.
but again, I think Lego just knocks it out of the ballpark every time they do something. So
They do.
no surprises there, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I just started watching Lego Monkey Kid. Have you heard of that show?
No. What
You
is it?
you should watch it. It's really good. It's like a 2D Lego show. It's really good. You should check it out.
Okay. What's it called again?
Um Monkey Kid. Monki.
Monkey Kid.
Yeah.
Is it based on the Monkey King
Yeah, yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah. That
yeah,
show.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be really cool.
Mhm.
No, I definitely have to check that out.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
So are you watching any new cartoons right now? Any new shows you're watching?
Yeah, I think I'm just trying to think you know, it's funny. The other night, just because I watched Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, I haven't watched that one yet.
Well, I have it in 4K, and my buddy Richard Epcar is plays one of the lead characters in that movie, and it's just like it's one of my all-time favorite animated films to watch, and I watched that. But I also love like Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle, like that complete series, the Studio Ghibli stuff is just so amazing as
Like,
well. Yeah, but no, I have a bunch of older stuff that I watch, but I think the newest animated anything that I've watched is Transformers 1, and I was blown away. Like I was saying to you by that, it was incredible. But like animated series, no, nothing. But every once in a while, I'll switch on Rick and Morty because it's hilarious.
uh,
Yeah, but no, it's funny because when my kids were little, um, SpongeBob SquarePants came out.
hmm.
And I was like an instant fan of that show. And I was sitting because we had a Honda Odyssey van with the TV screen that popped down. And so I would sit in the back of our van and watch SpongeBob SquarePants with them when we were like traveling around and stuff. And it was just so hilarious. I love that show. And back then, I
Same.
had like so many Merman and Barnacle Boy. It was so hilarious. And yeah, it's just
Tom Kenny, he's a legend too.
who's that?
Tom Kenny, the voice of SpongeBob.
Oh yeah, it was just phenomenal what he did with that
It's
character.
like
Just
he was at the con, he was at the con also, but like I couldn't meet him because like his line was super super long. Some people were
oh, I
like,
bet.
so because like there were some people that were in his line for like 3 hours, 4 hours.
Oh yeah, I can believe that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Just
he did perform with his band at the con.
I didn't know he had a band.
Me either. Me either. I just found that out recently. I didn't know he had a band.
I hate to hear that he's even more talented than I thought he was.
The best part is
Wow.
like at the end, he's saying the SpongeBob theme song.
What's that?
Um 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 his um He sang the SpongeBob theme song at his.
Oh no way! Did he really?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
And the
hilarious.
Spanish and the Spanish voice of SpongeBob sang with him also the theme song too in Spanish.
Spanish. That's awesome. What does he do in the band? Is he a singer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sings in the band.
Oh, that's very cool. Wow, man. Talented dude. That's insane. Yeah. He's got some crazy chops. I'm not surprised though. But that's very cool that he's also got a band. Yeah, I didn't know that. Thanks for letting me know. I didn't know, Brooke.
You're
Like I
welcome.
learned something.
You're welcome.
I had no idea.
And I also got to hear Grey Delisle sing too. You know who that is? Grey Delisle.
No.
The voice of Daphne from Scooby Doo. She voices Daphne.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's very cool. She's a singer too?
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, how much fun is that? That's awesome.
It was fun. Would you ever come to a con in Houston?
I would love to. Yes. Definitely. Definitely. I haven't been invited to one, but should the invitation come, yep, I've got I'm going to why it's gone out of my I'm headed I think it's Bronxville, I think Texas. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm heading to a convention there in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be close there. I my flight makes this layover in Fort Worth, Dallas airport, and then I fly from there to near Bronxville, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to be there just for one day.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called the 569 Card Show, if I'm correct.
I think that's what it's called. I think so. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. So I was pretty excited. I was very honored to be invited to be a guest at that convention. So I'm excited and looking forward to doing that. So
That's cool.
that's as close as I'm going to get to Houston at the moment, anyway. So yeah, but I'd love to come to Houston. I've never been. I've seen lots of photos of Houston, and you know, one of the things if I ever get invited to one, I've got to do the whole space agency thing and everything when I'm there too, because I've never I when I was a kid growing up in the 60s, it's like those were my heroes, were all the astronauts that were involved in the Apollo space program. I followed that just religiously. I had like all these books, and I built models of the lunar landing module and the Apollo Saturn V rocket and all that stuff. I had all those things. I was just crazy about that stuff when I was a kid, and like the lunar landing. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so I got to do that. That for me would be like kind of a full circle moment for me to be able to go to Houston and see the Space Center and everything there. That'd be cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Have you been there?
No.
No.
I should go.
You gotta go. You
I
gotta
will.
go.
I will.
Maybe I'll meet you there, Brooke.
Okay. Let's do it.
We're gonna hang out there and look at spaceships. That'd be awesome. That'd be really cool.
Or we can meet in Canada or something when I come there.
Exactly. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of things to see here too. So yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, cause I really want to take a tour of like the animation studios in Canada.
Yeah, we've got a lot of amazing, incredibly talented people that work, yeah, up here in animation. Yeah, yeah, we're pretty fortunate. Yeah, and they're fun people to work with too. So yeah, we feel pretty fortunate to have them here. Yeah.
So I was wondering, what is your favorite pipe or scene? Your favorite scene?
Oh, I wonder. You know, I always loved, I can't think of one specific scene, but one of the things I loved about Pythor was how he just really thought he had everything under control,
Mm-hmm.
and then how the writers would just have everything go wrong for him in an instant, and then how he's just all of a sudden just flustered and confused and running off and trying to figure out what had happened because
Yeah,
he
same.
was so consumed with his brilliance that he never ever considered a plan B for anything.
So true. So true.
He always just figured that he was so brilliant that there was
Mhm,
no way he could fail. Yeah,
mhm.
and I kudos to the writers for making that as part of his personality because I think that's what made Pythor so much fun.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
And the fact that he
he's one of my favorite Ninjago villains.
thank you. I appreciate that. Well, like I say, that again goes to the writers. I just show up and give them a voice, but
Mhm,
the story and the lines is just what somebody else had created. So I just get to work with that. So
mhm.
I was just fortunate enough to play Pythor. That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was actually shocked. I was actually shocked that Pyford was still alive.
I know. I guess I don't know where he is now, or I don't know if they'll ever bring him back, or but
Yeah, because
because it.
I do feel like they probably will bring him back, but yeah, because I hope they do bring him back and Dragons Rising. That'll be so cool.
Thanks, Brooke. I'd love to come back. It'd be great. It'd be fun to play him again because he's just yeah. I just whenever I got the scripts for an episode that I was in, I always found myself kind of laughing out loud and had an instant idea what I wanted to do with Pythor when got into the studio. So it was yeah, it was they were very clever the way that um they wrote him in and gave the different story arcs. So the last we saw of him was he disappeared with the shards, right? And then that was it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
know what happened to him after that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, oh, this is really cool. I can't wait to see what happens next. But there was no next, Brooke.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't come back yet, so
Yeah,
it's a
because keep in mind that because the merge happened in Dragons Rising, and then mm-hmm.
yeah. Then I just disappeared into the ether. So I don't know if he's like on vacation right now. You know, he could be in the Bahamas just hanging out.
or maybe like or maybe like he's plotting his revenge against a ninja or something.
Yeah, I'd like that. That would be cool. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. While he's laying on the beach and you know enjoying fresh fruit and
Mhm.
yeah, staring at the ocean.
Uh, any other favorite Ninjago villains?
Garmadon's cool.
Yes, I love Garmadon.
Yeah, yeah, it's really, really cool. It was like, I mean, no, everybody in the cast does such a great job, don't you think? Like,
Yes,
with their
yes.
characters. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's yeah. I used to often whenever they used to when we recorded Ninjago, they always sat me next to Mark Oliver. So
Oh, cool. That's cool.
yeah, so him and I always had fun razzing each other because I mean, two villains sitting next to one another was always fun. Yeah. Sometimes we'd have to share the same mic, so he'd
Oh,
be
wow.
he'd be like leaning in to do his part, and then I'd be leaning in to do mine. So that was always interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, but yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. We would record at a studio called Cosmic, and it's a great, wonderful space to work in.
Are y'all
And
still are y'all still recording Ninjago there or no? Are we recording somewhere else?
what's that?
Um um are they still recording Ninjago at that studio or no?
I don't know. I don't know
Um
because I haven't worked on it for a while, but I presume probably they still do. No, normally they don't switch studios because I guess if it's a new show entirely, but I think a lot of times when production companies get used to a certain studio and a certain sounds that that studio has, they just like to keep it all there so that all the episodes all sound the same, you know?
mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm,
yeah. So I mean, we're lucky because it's sound studios in Vancouver have been around for such a long time because Vancouver's got really rich history in the music industry. So a lot of big bands from all over the world recorded at a lot of these studios, back in the 70s and 80s especially. Uh, Vancouver was a real hub, a great place because a lot of people love to come to Vancouver because it was just a beautiful place just to hang out, and the engineers and the people that worked at these studios were just some of the best in the world, and the studios here, a lot of them just had like just state of the art, some of the best equipment in the world, to record at. And so there's just like so many great, wonderful stories of big bands that came to record in Vancouver, and the people that worked at these studios who got all these wonderful stories of working with these different people and stuff. So yeah, we're pretty fortunate that recording studio industries in Vancouver have been here for a long time in film, TV, as well as the music industry. So it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. That, that is cool.
It is very cool. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of really big number one hit albums were recorded here in Vancouver. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And of course we got our main man, our boy Brian Adams,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. And who would believe like that guy just talk about like like you were talking about getting through adversity and being bullied at school and stuff like that. Brian Adams had when he first came out as a musician, he had a big road to what's the word I'm looking for? But let's just put it this way. He had a rocky start when he started and he fought his way all the way to the top tooth and nail, man. And look at him, he's like number one recording star in the world. It's just like phenomenal artist. So I mean, huge amount of respect to him, and he's such an amazing, nice guy too. I've never met him, but I've worked at his studio many times, and I've met the people that work directly with him,
Oh,
and
cool.
they all love him. Like he's got a real family there at his studio that love him and support him, and he's such a great guy. So he's definitely one of our exports that we're very very proud of here in Vancouver.
Oh, that's cool. That's so
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah, because the music industry, it's very tough to get into.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It's a lot. I think being a musician, being an artist, is a lot tougher to make it in that industry than it
It
is
is.
even an
It is.
actor. It,
Because sometimes it could take years.
Yeah, yeah. And then people say you were an overnight success. It's like no, they weren't.
Mhm.
There was many years where they were walking around trying to get people like in the early days to tapes, and then it was CDs, and now it's like MP3s, right?
Mhm.
People just shopping around trying to get somebody to listen to their stuff, and yeah, it's pretty hard, man. I think it's a lot harder, like I was saying, to make it um, than it is as an actor to make it. And making it as an actor is super hard.
Mhm.
So they say that less than 1% of the people that get into acting will actually make it like to as an A-lister in their life. So yeah.
Yeah, because I read so many horror stories about actors who grew up in the acting industry as when they were little kids growing up in the acting industry as kids.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Because they work extraordinarily long hours and they're surrounded by adults. They're not really playing with like other kids and like basically not having a normal life at all, right? So you're being exposed to stuff like an adult world at a really young age, and it's not healthy. It's not good. Yeah.
And sometimes it's mainly their parents who force them to do it because they want their kids to make money for them.
I know, not in all cases, but yeah, you hear
Uh,
those stories and it's kind of yeah,
it,
that's kind of scary.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like heartbreaking.
Yeah, yeah. Well, did you ever see um what like Shia LaBeouf, right? He
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean his life story and him growing up was just like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Yeah. Yeah, that was just like horrifying to see what he went through when he was a kid growing up. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, there's those horror stories out there for sure. Yeah, it can be pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Michael Jackson too, because he grew up with his cause his dad cause his dad abused him growing up.
Yeah, none of the Jacksons, like the brothers, had a normal upbringing. I mean, like they were just put to work day in, day out, 24/7 basically, just practice, 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 practice. I
Hmm.
mean, one could say it was because of that that they became the Jackson Five in the beginning, became world famous. Okay, yeah, you can give it up, but in the same token, I mean, their lives were kind of really shattered from an early age, they couldn't be normal kids and
Hmm.
just grow up.
Hmm.
But I don't know, man. Yeah, I guess for superstardom, there's usually a really really big price to pay for sure.
That is true.
Yeah, yeah. And it's not for the weak of heart, that's for sure.
Hmm.
I think to be an A-lister celebrity, I think you got to be really really tough because
Hmm.
it's yeah, it's not an easy world to live in. No,
It
no.
really isn't because like another example, Robert Downey Jr. because he grew up as a child actor too.
Yeah. Yeah, and look at yeah, and it's interesting that I mean, yeah, I mean we saw I mean even Charlie Sheen, right? He started as a young actor and he went and but I mean what's wonderful about both those stories is that um they got they
Hmm.
turned themselves around and they
Yeah.
became a real success story, and that's wonderful to see that somebody can rise through all that and then, um, be able to get themselves fixed up and get themselves right, and then be able to get back out there and have another kick at the can and then actually be able to enjoy success for a change rather than it tearing you apart, right? Yeah.
It was like I love Robert Downey Jr.'s story about him struggling with addiction growing up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, man. When you're a kid and you're drinking, I mean, because you're a kid, and
Hmm.
like, you're drawn into that whole world, right? And people, yeah, it's just, I mean, when you're that age, you've got the kind of like this feeling of being indestructible. You know what I mean? You just think, oh no, I'm fine. I can handle this. I can do this and I can do that, and I'll still balance and I'll still be able to do work, and then you no nobody ever expects to end up where they do. You know what I mean? Like you don't plan that. You don't ever think that that'll happen to you. You'll think, "No, I got it under control. I'm good." And then that's the whole problem with that is that all of a sudden it's really hard to admit. That's the toughest part is to admit that you're in trouble and that
Hmm.
you need help. And
Hmm.
well, that's one of the things that I heard a while ago. It was in a children's book, and I think it's called the fox, the horse. Anyway, I can't remember the name, but I love one of the lines from the book, and it said to the horse, "What was one of the bravest things that you ever did?" And the horse replies, "I asked for help."
Hmm.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I
Yeah,
thought that was
that's
pretty
very
cool.
tough to ask for help sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, it is very hard for a lot of us to ask for help. But yeah, it takes a lot of courage to do that for sure. But that's really like kind of stepping out from the shadows and stepping into the light, right? Not to be too philosophical and spiritual, but I mean that's the truth of it. It's like that to be able to do that, that's what you do and hopefully your life can turn around, right?
True, true, true.
Yeah, yeah.
So another question, I have is that why did you want to voice Piper and like and like what do you like about him? What do you like about Piper?
Now, I just love the fact that he thinks he's such a gentleman, you
Hmm.
know. I mean, he doesn't think he's bad at all.
Hmm.
I mean, he just loves being in the limelight and ha 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 being in control. I mean, let's face it, life is a party, isn't it?
My favorite episode will have to be will have to be when they were auditioning for that talent show, and they were all singing, and Piper was just dancing around. People were like singing. He was like dancing around.
I'm trying to remember that episode. That sounds like I gotta go revisit the show. That was funny. So tell me more. Tell me more about this episode.
Um, 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 it was when it was when the ninja were trying to get that blade, that blade from that talent show. If they had
Right.
a talent show. Yeah, it was
Awesome.
that episode.
Do you remember what episode that was? I gotta go back to watch
I
that.
think it was season 1. I think it was season 1, episode 9. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
I got season 1, episode 9.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta check it out. Okay. Isn't that crazy? Something I was in, but it was so long ago. I'm trying to remember. But I'm glad you remember, Brooke. Thank you.
Yeah, I still can't believe that Ninjago will be 15 years old next year.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
That time went by. But I mean, so much happened in the world in 15 years. It's been a little crazy. Yeah, it's been insane. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So do you have like a favorite behind the scenes memory while recording Ninjago?
I do, and Mark Oliver will kill me for bringing this up because he had a really poignant line where he was talking to his son, and he said is Mark Oliver real like villainous? I love Mark's voice is just so wonderful and so amazing, but he got up to the mic and he goes, "I just have one thing to say to you." And he was like setting it up. And I stepped into the mic, and right before he went to say the next line, I went, "See?" And as soon as I did that, Mark looked at me and went, "No, no!" And everybody's like stunned, looking, and Michael Donovan, the director, and he goes, "What happened in there? What happened in there?" And and I have Mark's looking really disgusted at me. He looks at me like, "No, I didn't." And I went, "Didn't what, Mark?" And he's just looking at me. And then everybody was killing themselves laughing by this point, and just sitting there. And then before he got a chance to say anything more, I said, "Could you just play that back for me, please?" So then you hear Mark really with big gravitas and everything going, "I only have one thing to say to you here." And everybody cracked up. And then the director asked Mark if he really tooted in the studio. And poor Mark had to explain that it was just me. But when I just did a remarkably great job of reproducing that sound on the microphone, so it sounded really real. And I embarrassed Mark to no end. And poor Mark is just looking at me. He goes, "But I didn't. I didn't do anything." So now it's out there. I think it's the first time I've told this story to anybody. So you've heard it here first, Brooke. This is the first, but that was one of the things, and sadly, it shows my maturity level. And I'm still not ashamed. Isn't that terrible?
So did you make
I'm a horrible person.
Noise, did you make it so did you really fart, or was it like with your mouth?
I did it with my mouth. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but in the microphone, it sounded really real. But it was just so perfect because there was the whole studio was dead silent, waiting for the next part of his line, and instead he got that. And poor Mark, yeah, yeah. But again, like I said, that's what happens when you work with very immature performers. What do you decide? Yeah, that's just
So
the
like, who was all like in the room when they all
well,
heard?
the entire cast, everybody was in there that time. Yeah, so it was like, yeah, all the usual suspects were there. The cast for Ninjago, and everybody was laughing so hard. We played it back about 2 or 3 times after that. So just for, yeah, to, much to Mark's chagrin, who just sat there, just still looked at me, just like, how could you?
He just stared at you. Like he just stared at you for.
Poor Mark. Yeah, yeah. But it was his response was so great though, because he just literally went, "No, no, I didn't." I was lucky that my mic was still turned on, so that was good. So yes, now you know the kind of juvenile things that we get up to in the studio. Yeah, in the early days, it it was even worse because I remember in the 90s. And like the early 2000s when we like I remember the people that got into animation before me, you'd be sitting there working, all of a sudden somebody roll up a piece of the script, like a sheet of the script, would just roll up, and you get a paper ball on the side of the head while you're like sitting there in your chair, or paper planes would be flying across the room, and people would be exchanging things like that. And I used to just think like, wow, like I don't even think we did that in grade 5. Couldn't get away with it then. And here we were, adults, just behaving really badly. Yes, in the studio.
Yeah, because
Luckily, that doesn't happen anymore, but yeah, yeah.
yeah, because to be honest, if to be honest, like if I heard that fart noise, like I'll be laughing too. So
Yeah, we sometimes had too much fun in the studio.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
mm-hmm.
People would be trying to make you laugh in the middle of your line and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. Just things, just stuff,
Mm-hmm.
just stuff. Yeah,
If I
yeah.
heard like voice actors, like I heard like voice actors, like I heard like voices like they would do like the most embarrassing things in the recording booth.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was it's always fun, man. Like, just working with people that you're very close to. And
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I think that's why family, because I mean, we're all like brothers and sisters hanging out in the room together and all, acting out just as brothers and sisters do, like when you're little kids and you have to be serious at the dinner table.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's nothing worse when you're little and you're a kid and you're in a serious environment with adults. You
Mm-hmm.
just it's just it's the energy is just begging you just to do something. Like you just can't be serious for that long.
Mm-hmm. True, true. That's true.
I know, I know. Everybody's looking to one another to create some levity in the room where you can like have a good giggle and a laugh, right? So yeah. Yeah, yeah. I got caught with that when I was a kid. We were at the table and I got my brother Paul to play a little piggy.
Mm-hmm.
And I, as the older brother, I got him to eat his mashed potatoes without using his knife and fork or his hands. And my and we were left alone in the room at the time because my parents weren't with us at the dinner table at the time. And I think my dad walked into the room and Paul looked up and he had mashed potato and gravy all over his face. But instantly, my dad knew that I was the one who put him up to it, so he didn't get in trouble. All I heard was Michael. I'm sitting there. How do you know it was me that got him to do that?
Have any of your like co-stars ever done anything embarrassing in the booth?
No, I can't. Nothing embarrassing. Nothing like that. But definitely, you know, people have like one-liner quips and things like that to add to somebody's line to crack everybody up, because I mean it's just sometimes it's just there and you have to do it. I mean, it's not always. I mean, sometimes we have some pretty high up important people that they're in there, and you've got to really contain that stuff. I mean, it's okay to have fun to a certain point, but
Mhm.
you know, it's that old thing. Time is money, and you gotta be efficient and you gotta be a professional when you're in there and do the deal. But every once in a while, a little bit of levity in the booth is always kind of welcomed. It's fun. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Because
Yeah.
like I think as a voice actor, like you have to get used. You have to get used to the like fart jokes all the time.
Yeah, anything that's yeah, it's going.
Hmm.
Nothing's safe.
Nothing.
Again, because like I said, like we're all very close knit, right? So like it really is like a bunch of siblings together in a room.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Just
Hmm.
just yeah, just needling you and yeah. You gotta expect a little bit of ribbon every once in a while.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's fun. Always fun.
Hmm. Yeah, because like I'm gonna be interviewing. I'm gonna be interviewing Mark soon. So
Who are you?
I'm gonna be interviewing Mark Oliver soon. So
Oh, Mark. Oh,
yeah.
good. Well, I guess you'll have to tell him that I told the story, and it's the first time that it's come out
Mhm.
that I told that
I'm
story.
gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him.
You'll have to bring it up so that you can hear his side of the thing and how he felt to be in that position that I put him in. Yeah.
Yeah, cause like I saw an interview about Vincent and like and he was talking about it.
Oh, is that right?
Interviews.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, we do have fun, I'm happy to say. So that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like what if Pipe Four and Starscream met? Like what do you think? What do you think like they would do? Would they like get in a fight or
Oh,
something?
I think Python would try to make Starscream his minion right away.
True, that's true.
He'll look at this huge, giant cybernetic robot and
Mhm.
just think, I'm sure I can put him to good use.
Yeah, Piper Piper will probably like put him like Piper will probably put Starscream under his control.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. And the minicon.
Mhm.
Yeah. I could use him for a lot of different things. Yes.
True. So like, how did you come up with Piper's voice?
It's just his name.
Hmm.
Chumsworth the Third,
Yes,
right? As soon as I saw that, I went, this guy loves himself
I
right
know, I
away.
know. Like
Hey.
that's just a funny name though, Piper Johnson.
But yeah, it was just the name and the fact that I mean I took a leap of faith with the English accent.
Hmm.
But I mean being a Brit, born and raised in London in England, so um everything in his character description just kind of pushed me in that direction. And
Uh-huh.
so I was just really hopeful that 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 they would see him the way I did. When I read the character breakdown, it just kind of screamed at me to play him that way. So yeah. So I was super happy
Hmm.
when I got cast as him. Yeah, it was I just thought I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this guy.
Yeah, because like I do sort of remember like watching Ninjago on Cartoon Network when I was like growing up.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I know it goes back 15 years,
Yeah,
Brooke.
yeah, time flies.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. You're just like I said. You were just little Brooke. You were a little tyke back then.
Hmm.
Yeah. How old would you have been? Sorry, I don't mean to like him get you to give your age away, but
Understandable. I don't mind. I don't mind.
uh, oh, okay.
I think I was like 10 when Ninjago premiered, because then when Ninjago premiered, I think
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. You were the perfect age.
mm-hmm,
That was like the perfect.
mm-hmm,
That would have been like sort of the
mm-hmm.
target age for that show. Yeah.
I really wasn't like, I really don't remember it back then, because I'll just watch it whenever, like when I'll just like when it was on TV. But like now I'm into Ninjago now as an adult now.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah, it's very cool
Mm-hmm.
to revisit those shows. Like I have so many animated series from my childhood growing up that I've got on the I've actually got on disc, you know. So I love to revisit those every once in a while. The other reason why I like to revisit them too is just because the time, you know, working as a voice actor, I love to see what the veterans of the business were doing. You know, when I was a kid growing up, I mean that they were the greats of their time. You know what I mean? And everything from like Roger Ramjet to Secret Squirrel to Huckleberry Hound to
Yes, yes,
Draw
yes.
McGraw, like all those Hanna-Barbera shows, you know, the Flintstones,
Yes,
all that stuff. It was just a lot of those shows, Rocky and Bullwinkle, just
yes,
made me
yes,
laugh.
yes,
You know, and then one of my favorite shows growing up when I was a kid, especially coming from the UK, was Sesame Street.
mm-hmm.
Oh my God, my sister, my brothers and I, that was like one of our all-time favorite shows. And
Mm-hmm.
then we watched other shows like HR Puff and Stuff. That was
Uh-huh.
another fun show.
Mm-hmm.
The Banana Splits, that was another great show. And then we watched other stuff, you know, like the Monkeys and stuff like that. Those shows like, hey, we're the Monkeys. All that. I mean, we had when we came when we came to Canada
Mm-hmm.
and we were watching all these state shows from America. I mean, there's just so much great content for kids. And it was very different for us having grown up in the UK because there wasn't a lot of programming focused to our age group in England.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come to the Canada and there was like just tons of shows that you could watch, you know. The Jetsons is another great one there. It was
Yeah,
always fun.
yeah, because like I love Hanna Barbera, but they were legends, and they still are.
Scooby-Doo,
They still are. Yes.
right? The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yes.
Like we loved all that show. Space Ghost. Used to watch
Yes.
that
Yes.
too, right?
Yes.
All those shows. What was it? Uh, Johnny Quest.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That was another one we loved. Yeah, there was just like so much, man. It was like it was so much fun to watch TV, especially on a Saturday. Like Saturday mornings
Yeah.
were for kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great, and you had like all the toy commercials and everything that came
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Saturday mornings
Yeah.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because like I remember when my mom took me to the shop, and I saw this DVD of one of the Mario cartoons, the Super Mario Bros. Super Show.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I got it on DVD,
Oh, that's cool.
and I watched that growing up. It's
That's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. I just yeah, I'm a big believer in collecting media like that because it's
hey, me too.
yeah, because that's a lot of that stuff is not airing or streaming anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And the only way you can watch it is
it's
on
it's
DVD.
yeah, yeah, because like buying the DVDs now, because like streaming is so expensive now.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of stuff is being edited now too, and it's not the original the way you know the way it was originally presented and stuff. And so I love the fact that like actually owning the hardware, you know, it's yeah. And then you've got it for the rest of your life, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like when I interviewed St. Vincent, he was saying the same thing. He was saying the same thing about that, cause St. Vincent, he can let DVDs also.
Yeah. Yeah, I do because I just I just know it's becoming less and less available, that older stuff, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's disappearing. So, um, for me, it's worth it because I revisit those shows all the time and I love revisiting all those old shows.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's just fun. And like I was saying, like as an artist, it gives me ideas for it keeps my mind fertile for other new roles that come up, that I'm auditioning for.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause like I grew up watching Sam on Ed and Eddie, cause like that was a good show.
Uh,
Hey, heard watch that show, Ed and Eddie?
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Mhm. It is funny.
They did such a great job with that show. Yeah. 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 That was a huge hit. And
Mhm.
so many fans still to this day love that
Yeah,
show.
yeah, they do, they
Yeah.
do,
Yeah.
and and Scooby Doo fans still love Scooby Doo to this day too. Cause like
Yeah.
Scooby Doo's been around for a long time.
My kids love Scooby-Doo.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're big fans of that show. Yeah, and it's funny because I mean, I watched Scooby-Doo when I was a kid.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah. Mhm.
and I would have
It's
too
like
if it hadn't have been for you meddling kids.
yeah, yeah, because like Frank Welker's been on Scooby Doo since the beginning, and and like that is so cool that he's still working on Scooby Doo to this day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a really huge iconic series for sure. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It
And
is.
so popular still today,
Mhm.
like what you were saying. Yeah. Yeah. It's still just as popular today as it was back in the 60s.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Hanna-Barbera, like they inspired me to go into the animation field. So.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's cool. But see, isn't that amazing? It's just that's how important these shows are.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
that's why it's funny because I've always said I'm not really big on the word cartoon because
Mhm.
um, a lot of people that aren't fans of the genre, when they say cartoons, they don't really necessarily mean it in a positive way. They're just like, oh
Yeah,
yeah, it's just a cartoon,
yeah,
or
cause
it's just
like yeah, cause like there are people out there like who are just people like as adults who watch cartoons.
yeah. It's just like, it's weird for us too, doing what we do. Some people that don't get what we do for a living, it always sounds so condescending when people say to you, so, you still doing that cartoon stuff?
Hmm.
It's like, yeah, you still doing that thing with wires that you do? What's that? Oh yeah, electrician? Is that what you?
Hmm.
It's like, I don't mean it mean like that. I don't mean to diss electrician. My dad was an electrician, but it's just like, some people just look at it like it's a hobby or something. It's like, no, like we worked really, really hard to work in this industry, and there's a lot of people that work in the industry that from the animators to the design, people that design the environments that these characters roam in, and then the writers, to the producers, the camera people, like the list is long, right? All
Yeah,
these
yeah, yeah.
people that went to school for years to be technically proficient in this, and it was their dream to work in this job, and like we just don't think of it as like a cartoon. It's
True,
it's like
true.
this is it's like it's an honest day's work, just like everybody else, and it's hard and it's competitive and it's and it can also be extremely rewarding, which is amazing too. And it's crazy because a lot of times people that kind of speak about it that way, they grew up watching it and they have all these fond memories of these animated series that they watched when they were as a kid, and it was so much part of their life, but they don't understand that all the thousands of people that work so hard to keep those gears turning to produce those shows, from the writers right on down, like through all the production team and everybody that makes all that possible. It's
Mhm.
like, and then I mean, you can do all that and the show never be seen by anybody. There's that too, right?
That's
So,
true.
I mean, it's, yeah, it's not an easy business, and there's a reason why that word business is on the end of entertainment because it is exactly that. It's a business.
Yeah, that's
And it
true.
has at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's got to make money just like anything else. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, cause like I also don't like how at HBO Max they took down all the classic Cartoon Network shows.
What's that?
HBO Max they used to have all the classic Cartoon Network shows, but
Oh, is that right?
yeah, yeah, but like now they took all the classic Cartoon Network shows down on HBO Max, so I'm just like, okay,
Oh, that's too bad. So it used to be on HBO Max though?
yeah, they
Oh,
took
I
them.
didn't know that. It must maybe it's got something to do with licensing rights and stuff, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah,
Yeah. Because I mean those properties, especially big iconic ones, probably aren't cheap
they
to
aren't. Yeah, they
to
aren't.
license them. If you're not I guess if you're not getting the numbers that you need to support that, then I guess sadly they gotta go. And then, again,
Hmm.
there's another argument for like owning the media, right? Like
Hmm.
have the stuff on DVDs, buy it. I really pray that they don't ever stop making discs.
Yeah, same. Yeah, same. Cause like when I was growing up, I also had like VHS tapes too.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's cool.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Who would have, and you know what's so funny is they've come back again. There's a lot of people that are buying VHS tapes again and collecting them, right? And hunting for VHS players. I've got a VHS player right here. I've still
Oh,
got
cool. Oh,
yeah,
that's
in my
cool.
studio. I got a studio and then I've got I have a high eight camera connected to that that
Oh,
plays
that's
these little
cool.
guys.
Oh, that's so cool.
Those V8 the high eights.
Hmm.
And so, and then I've got digital conversion software on this computer, so
Oh,
I
that's
can,
cool.
yeah, so I can digitize VHS tapes and high eight tapes. So yeah,
Hmm.
so still
That's
kicking
so
it old school, Brooke.
that's so cool.
Thanks. And I got a huge vinyl collection too. I got my turntable and all that stuff. Yeah, so
Hmm.
yeah, it's I love that old warm sound of vinyl still.
Hmm.
Um, and it's I've got a big record collection, which I started I think I started my vinyl collection when I was 13 in the
Oh,
UK.
cool.
Yeah.
Do you ever collect like toys? Do you collect toys?
Yeah, I got a bunch. It's hard to see now because sadly I can't move the thing
Yeah, because
around, but
I was wondering what's that green what's that green glowing thing? Is that
oh, this is, you remember Star Trek?
yes.
Remember the Borg? Remember these like plasma? I can't really. I guess the wire's too short. But
Okay.
remember those plasma discs, and you can touch it and it goes all
Uh-huh.
around. Well,
Uh-huh.
I just have these. I have two of them, one on either side, and they're activated to my voice.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, so I got that. Hey, look at this guy. I'll show you one of my figures because I'm really kind of proud of this guy.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Yes.
Got Stan.
Yes.
Stan. Hey, buddy. Good to meet you, Stan. I had to have Stan.
I have I'm gonna show you like some of my toys. Like I have a shadow figure here,
Oh, cool.
and I got like a Megatron toy.
Ooh, that's nice. I like that one.
And
See, you got lots of stuff like me. I got all
yeah,
my shelves are covered in stuff.
and I also got like this little anime figure here.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Hey,
Who's
her
that of? What
um
character?
One Piece.
That's very cool. The detail is insane, right? Like I got this guy. I got one of my Funkos is like,
Hey, Vegeta, what's the
It,
scouter say about his power level?
it's over 9,000.
It's over 9,000?
There's no
yeah,
way that can't be right.
exactly. Thanks, Brooke.
You're welcome.
Yeah, they got a bunch of Starscream action figures up here, and then I got some Batman and I just got a ton of stuff. And then this guy, I got this guy. This was given to me by Erin Fitzgerald.
Oh,
Well, you know
cool.
her. She's awesome. She gave this to me when I was on Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
She said,
cool.
she said, this is something that you need. And then, of course, it's Leonardo. Look,
Yeah,
it's
but
totally
that's
cool
so
to be a
cool.
turtle, dude.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I was like, that was so very generous of her. So I don't know if Erin will, if she'll see this, but I just want her to see that I still have this,
And
and it means,
also got these cool like Lego minifigures. These
oh,
cool
that's
Lego
cool.
minifigures.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Hmm.
I got some really, I got this guy that played him.
Yes, yes, yes,
Hulk smash.
yes,
And then I didn't play this guy. I wish I did. But hey,
yes, yes. The Simpsons.
I would love to have been like all every voice actor I think is like, oh man, that would have been a dream come true to be on The Simpsons. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I never really got into the Simpsons. Like I watched the episodes, but I was more into I was more into Family Guy.
Well, it's like another great series, but it was like, but I think like, I mean, The Simpsons was an incredibly great show and still running to this day, and for that reason, I think like for us voice actors, anybody where it's like, yeah, that would be a dream gig, not just to be on such an iconic series, but the paycheck. Let's be honest, those paychecks would be really nice, Brooke.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So true. And I also got
Let's be honest.
cool
Oh, those are wicked.
cool Dragon Ball headphones.
Where'd you get those?
I was on a cruise and if it had an arcade and I won these headphones in a prize machine.
What a great win.
Yep.
No, that's awesome. Wow. That was a huge score.
Hmm.
Nicely done, Brooke.
Thank you.
Very cool.
cause like I really remember watching Dragon Ball Z growing up.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's very cool.
Hmm.
Thanks. It was yeah, it was what a throat shredder of a show. I think everybody that you probably spoke to that's worked on Dragon Ball will all
Hmm.
say like it was a lot of fun, but holy doodle.
Hmm.
Did it like just like that just destroyed it was the destroyer of vocal cords.
What was I recording that? What was I recording is over. It's over 9,000 because that has now become a meme. Now it's a
You
meme.
know, it's so cool because Brian, Brian Drummond says it's over 9,000, which is, and I, none of us knew that that would become such a signature
Mhm.
line from the series, right? From the OG series of Dragon Ball Z. That's pretty cool. I got a cool story though. Brian Drummond and I were at a convention together,
Mhm.
and I think we were in Texas. I think we were in Dallas.
Mhm.
I'm trying to remember. I could be wrong about that. Or maybe it was Toronto. I don't remember. But I do remember that Brian and I went for a walk because it was a beautiful sunny day out. And we just thought we were in between doing panels and stuff. And we thought we would just get outside and get in the sun for a little bit. And we were walking around. And as we walked around, Brian says to me, "Hey, look at this." And there was a guy dressed as Vegeta and a guy dressed as Nappa.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and there was a bunch of DBZ fans all out there outside. So Brian said we should go over and say hi to these guys. So we went over and we acted out that whole scene where Brian and I have that exchange as Vegeta and Nappa, and get to the it's over 9,000, and all the people that were there they shot us with their cameras, and we performed it for them all with these guys that were dressed as our characters, which was so awesome, and they were amazing, man. Like they're cosplaying. Their costumes were just off the chain. It was just like so amazing. They looked so good. So we got our photos taken with them after we did that with them, and such great people. But I mean, that's one of like one of the main reasons why we love to go to these cons is to meet the fans and to have exchanges like that, right? And enjoy moments like that. And that was such a cool memory for Brian and me to be able to share that with the fans. That was cool. Yeah.
So cool. Like, I would be screaming if I saw that.
It was fun. It was so much fun. Yeah. Yeah.
That's so cool. So do you have a favorite like Dragon Ball Z moment?
Well, it's not a favorite, but it's kind of a fond memory. It was
Mhm.
kind of a moment when I look at
I bet
now.
it was so much fun working on Dragon Ball Z.
Well, no, we had a blast working on Dragon Ball Z. It was cool, but it was just I remember that when Nappa goes to Earth and he's ripping everything up and he's tearing his
Yeah,
jets
yeah,
apart.
yeah, 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 yeah.
They're like those fight sequences were just insane.
Mhm.
Just like and the sequences were very long
Yeah,
and
cause mhm. Yeah, cause Dragon Ball
yeah.
Z, Dragon Ball Z has the best animated fights.
It was a great and Barry the producer from Texas
Hmm.
who was he was Funimation at the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right? Yeah, he was the guy, and he was such an awesome guy, man. We loved working with Barry. Barry Watson, I think it was his last name was Watson. And anyway, what a great guy. Really warm, friendly, very supportive. It was great, but I remember doing those fight sequences, and they were just tough because, like doing ADR, you're just watching the screen and you're matching the mouth flaps of the animated character, right? So when you're watching it all the way through it. And when we were doing Dragon Ball Z, everything was still analog. The only thing that was digital was what we had was a digital backup tape machine that was running in the background.
Oh wow.
But otherwise, we were working on like 3/4 inch tape, and oh, I'm probably wrong on that size, but anyway, you know what I mean. Everything was being recorded to tape, and so when you finished a take, you would hear like where they like queuing it up again for another pass, right? To do it again. So not like digital now where you can like there's different features in the software where you can time correct vocals and stuff, and you can make them work with the mouth flaps, which is pretty cool. So, but back then everything being analog, so it would take a little bit longer to set up in between takes because everything had to be done manually. So when you did a huge long take like that, and then they would work it all, and then they'd watch it back, and then they'd see a couple of spaces where you like missed a couple of cues, and
Uh-huh.
then they would be like, "Oh man, I was just, have you got another one in you?" And he'd be like, inside your internal, like your brain's going, "Oh, I haven't got anything left." And
Mhm.
instead, what comes out is like, "Yeah, sure, let's do this."
Oh,
And,
oh.
and you might do it like three, maybe four times, and when you're like, and you're doing all this stuff, and like there was times where you were getting close to the end where literally you were starting to get tunnel vision because your brain was lacking oxygen, and you felt like you were on like this far away from going passing out in the studio because you were just out of air. You were just done. And you'd be so exhausted,
Mhm.
and you'd be literally like kind of bent over like this going,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
then you'd be praying inside thinking like, please, please, please say it's good this time. Say that it's okay. And because like you'd be driving home afterwards and your brain literally hurt. Like
Yes,
it
yes.
hurt.
And you're
It hurt
exhausted.
from
And you're exhausted too.
Yeah, you're exhausted, and you're just thinking like maybe I should stop by the hospital and get a CT scan of my brain before I go home. Because I think I might have given myself an aneurysm. Yeah, that's what it was. That's I think for a lot of us, that was like in all honesty, like some of the memories that we have from working on Dragon Ball Z. Because it was just like sometimes. Not for everybody, but if your character had those big long fight sequences, it could be that was huge. That
Have
was
you
pretty
ever
much.
been to Funimation before?
What's that?
Have you ever been to Funimation before?
You mean their actual studios, like
Have you
in
ever been?
Texas?
Yeah, have you ever been there?
No, it would have been cool. No, no, never got to go. But met Barry lots of times, and he was awesome guy. He even like took us out to dinner a few times. Like,
Oh, cool. That's cool.
yeah, really, really awesome guy. Yeah, we love working with him.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was cool. And like I say, it was just funny. Sometimes we do a take and then we're like, "Do you have another one in you?" Like I said, like your internal dialogue was like, "No," and then what would come out like, "Yeah, sure, let's do another one. Gonna probably
Like,
die here.
yeah,
I'm
cause like,
dying."
yeah, cause like, I'm also a huge One Piece fan too. Have you ever watched One Piece before?
What is it?
One Piece. Have you ever
One,
watched?
oh yeah, I've heard that's huge. I haven't seen it, no, but I know it's got a massive following. It's
Yeah,
super popular. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I just got to find some time to watch it. And there's a lot of episodes. I think it's
yeah,
on Netflix, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard about I heard about Netflix is taking One Piece off. They're taking One Piece off of Netflix soon.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause like One Piece has so many episodes. Like I think we're at almost 11,000. I'm not sure. I
Wow,
don't know.
that's crazy.
But like you should check out the live action One Piece. It's good. It's good. It's
Oh,
a
I didn't know there was a live action one.
there is it's on Netflix.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
It's good. You'll like it.
Thanks for the recommendation, Brooke.
You're welcome. So do you have any other animes that 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 you're into?
Currently?
Mm-hmm.
No, I guess not. Not at the moment. No,
I just
no.
finished watching Death Note. That was good.
Oh, cool. Was it the animated or the live action that you watched?
Animated version.
Right on.
It was so
I thought they did a
good.
great. What's that?
Death it Death Note was so good to watch. It was so good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a cool series. Yeah, yeah. I played a bunch of Shinigamis in that and bunch. I just played like a bunch of different characters. You know what I mean? Yeah. I didn't have any real main characters in Death Note
Mm-hmm.
except for in the live action. I played Rem in the live action, which was a woman in the animated series, right? It was played by a woman. So yeah, but yeah, that was cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cause like yeah, cause like I love how dark Death Note is. Like it's very dark.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they did a great job. It's a really cool series. I agree.
My favorite character is L. He was so weird.
Yeah.
But I love Masuno too.
Yeah,
Because everybody just picked on him.
yeah, it's true. Yeah. Yeah.
So what was it like working on My Little Pony Friendship is Magic?
That was fun. Like I was saying to you, um it was interesting to play Bulk Biceps because he was he hadn't had any dialogue before and now they wanted to give him dialogue. And I mean it's such a fun character to play with his little wings on his back and
Yes,
stuff.
yes.
Yeah,
Small
yeah.
wings.
It's this huge bulked up guy, and then he's got these itty bitty little wings.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And so that and Dante Caballero together on that series was a lot of fun. It was good. We recorded that at Dick and Rogers, which is a really nice studio right down in the by the harbor in Vancouver. Yeah, it's a beautiful studio.
mm-hmm. Yeah, because like that show brought so many My Little Pony fans together.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
yeah. Yeah. I've only been to or no, two conventions. I guess two,
Hmm.
two My Little Pony conventions. Yeah, so far.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause,
they're
like
always fun to go to.
yeah, because like there is one in Dallas that I want to go to next year.
Right.
It's called Harmony Con, and it's in Dallas.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it will be. Because the other day Vincent liked my tweet about him hoping that he can come to Harmony Con next year, and he liked my tweet.
Oh, that's cool. That would be good. Yeah, hopefully Vince gets to go.
Yes.
He was amazing. He blew me away when he did that with the straw hat and everything. They did that song. It
But
was like
but
it was like from the 1920s kind of song thing that he did, and he blew me away. He did such a great job on that. I mean, I'm not surprised.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
wait, I'm talking about Sam. I'm talking about Sam.
yes, yes,
You were talking about Vince though, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So like, I'm totally out to lunch right now. Sorry,
This can sing. He really can sing.
but Vince can sing. Vince
Yeah,
has got an amazing singing voice,
he
and so
does.
does Sam.
Yeah, so
But Vince often breaks into song in the studio while we're working. It's only just like singing. Yeah,
well,
he's
he
got a
started.
great voice. He
Well,
should have. Vince should have
started
been in a
dancing
boy
too.
band.
Well, he started dancing too in the studio too.
Yeah, well, Vince, he can dance. He does like a real rounder. Like, well,
Yeah,
he did musical theater for a long time too.
yeah, because
So
like I did not know that Vincent can dance
yeah,
till I saw a video of him on Instagram dancing.
yeah, but he does all that crazy stuff too, where he can like break dance and do all that stuff and go up. You know what I mean? And twirl and get up on one hand and do all that stuff. And yeah, he's an amazing athlete as well.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
hate
because
him.
like
I'm
yeah,
just
'cause,
kidding.
like Vincent would yeah, because like Vincent would read my Instagram messages, but I would send him. Yeah,
Ah, that's awesome.
that was so cool.
No, he's a good guy, man. Like Vince is awesome. Yeah, he's really cool.
He is. So, do you have a favorite like main six My Little Pony character? Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite? Out of the main six.
Oh, that's a tough question. I'm trying to think. I mean, it's been a while since I worked on that show. I think it's Ashley's character.
Rainbow Dash
Um,
or Rainbow
uh,
Dash?
uh, one
Apple,
that she does the real country twang one with. What's
Applejack? That's Applejack.
Applejack? I
Yeah.
love Applejack.
Mhm.
Yes. Her what she does with that character is just so much fun.
Mhm.
Um, I remember whenever she broke into that character during the thing there, I just loved all the stuff that she did, and I'd just be so entertained listening to her play that character. But
Mhm.
she brings so much to that
Yes,
character.
yes, yes.
Yeah, and it's just
I love um
Ashley Ball is just
mhm,
she's another person who's just through the stratosphere when it comes to talent. I
mhm.
mean, she plays a ton of different instruments.
Oh
She's
yeah.
an incredible vocalist, like singer. She's a great actor,
She really
and
is. She really is she really is a good singer. She really is.
yeah, and she's a really beautiful person, like inside and out. Like she's
Yeah.
just yeah, she's just yeah. I've known her for a long time, and it's always been an honor and a privilege to work with her. She's quite phenomenal. Yeah, but
Mhm.
the whole cast, like everybody, is just so wonderful. Yeah, it's good. But yeah, her character Applejack just always cracked me up. I just always thought that that's one of the characters I love listening to. Yeah.
And I also love Andrea Lipman as Fluttershy. Yes.
she, she she cracks me up because Andrews gets I don't know how she does it, but she if she needs to speak super fast, And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how she does it, but she suddenly just goes into high
Kind of
speed
like
and it's
Pinkie
all
Pie.
clear.
Yeah, when she watches Pinkie Pie, why she talks so fast.
It's just insane. I don't know how she does it. And it's just like,
Yeah,
and then
like,
all the words are there. She
right.
doesn't skip over anything. Like it's all there. It's just wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Again. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
everybody, know, I'm
Mm-hmm.
so blessed and lucky like to work with such incredibly talented people. It's just like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, I can sit here and tell you stories, uh, about everybody in the cast and like how they blow you away with just like their level of talent. It's just phenomenal. So yeah,
And I love Tara Strong. Like she's to listen to
yeah,
because she has also voiced so many characters.
yeah. And I loved her in Powerpuff Girls.
Same, me too.
That was one of my favorite shows. Was Powerpuff
Same.
Girls.
That's one of my
Yeah,
favorite shows. That's one of my favorite shows growing up.
yeah. It was just so hilarious. The mayor of Townsville. It was just like, I'm not a bad monkey. The Mojo Jojo.
Yes, I
I
love
am
those
not a
shows.
bad monkey. Yeah, so hilarious. But all the characters on that show were so out there and abstract and
Yeah.
fun. I
Mhm.
I loved it. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah,
And
cause like I
Dexter's
love,
Lab was the kind of spin off of that, and that was really good too.
yeah, cause like I love the princesses in My Little Pony, cause my favorite princess is Princess Cadence.
Cadence?
Yes, I love Cadence.
I'm trying to think who plays Princess Cadence. Sorry.
Um, Britt McKillop.
Oh yeah, another crazy, insanely talented person. Yeah, and really nice as
Yeah.
well. Great person. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, cause like I'm gonna have her on my show too, but
Oh, lovely.
yeah, but like she's busy at the moment,
Right. Yeah.
and 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 I also contacted um um Kathy Westlook too, but and she's busy also.
Oh, yeah. But you'll get around to them eventually. You'll have them on your show.
Yeah, cause
Yeah.
like yeah, cause like I'm also gonna interview I'm gonna interview your brothers too.
Oh, cool. They'll have fun being on your show as well.
Mhm.
Well, awesome. Well, I gotta thank you. Thank you for so much for having me on your show today.
You are so welcome, Michael.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes, and my
Like
last
this,
question is what advice would you give future voice actors?
what advice
Yeah.
was um the most important thing is to have a really good foundation, you
Hmm.
know.
Hmm.
Um, uh, Having great improvisational skills is really important. Not just when you're actually booked to carry and when you're in session, but also just to be able to think on your feet like that when it comes to like the audition and and when ideas are thrown at you. I mean, often when you're a voice actor and you're in the studio, other characters come up and you quite often just audition for them right on the spot when you're in there. So being comfortable to be able to come up with something right away is really paramount when it comes to like part of your skill set.
Hmm.
Um, I would just say that acting is foremost the big thing. Is one of the misconceptions about voice acting is that people think that being a voice actor is about just doing voices. No, it's doing fully fleshed out, rounded characters,
Hmm.
and you need to be in touch with those and be able to have all those wonderful little idiosyncrasies and all those that how does that person think? How do they process the situation that they're in and all those things? So they in order to bring them off the page, there's all these things that aren't on the page that are written there that you need to be able to bring to your performance. So it's like all those oohs and ahs and physical sounds that people make and stuff like that. So acting is key. So I would say
Yeah.
get into a theater arts program of some kind if you're still in school. That's really important. And then beyond that, get into an acting program of some kind. Take lots of theater and acting workshops.
Hmm.
And I think in that mix, get an get in with an improv group somewhere because being put on the spot and having to come up spontaneously with stuff and everything else is such a huge attribute to you as an actor to in your
Yes.
like performance.
Yes.
But anything along that line is like live theater, like performance art, that way is a huge asset for any performer, whether you're going to pursue being an on-camera actor, working in TV and film, or if you're going to get into voice acting like this. Yeah, it's just it's all about acting. That's the key
Yes.
part.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
true. Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, yeah.
That is true. Okay. I had
You're a complete joy to work with, man. Like, um, I can't thank you enough for just your wonderful effervescent personality. Like,
are
you
so
made this so
welcome.
easy. You're so easy to talk to and
Thank
like hang
you.
out with. I just feel like I just like hung out with a friend and we just like chatted over coffee or something. It was just
Well,
like
maybe if
it,
I come to Vancouver, we can like meet each other or something.
that sounds like a definite plan to me. That
Yes,
sounds like
yes.
awesome. Yeah,
And
I would love that.
yes, and I hope I can get Vincent on here because like I did contact his agent Ralph, but like he told me like he told me like to contact him back in like October. So
Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess he's got a pretty busy schedule till then.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Thank you for working with me too and
You're so welcome. And
making it
also,
work with my schedule. I appreciate that. Thank you
you're
so
so
much, Brooke.
you're so welcome. And also I might hire you one day for one of my shows, so be on the lookout.
That would be awesome.
Yes, it
Thank you.
would. And
Thank you
also,
so much, Brooke.
can you give a shout out to my podcast as the voice of Pi 4 and as the voice of Pi 4 and Bulk Biceps? If you don't mind.
Well, I would say to everybody, it's a complete joy and so much fun to be on your show and on your podcast. And I would say that you're really missing out if you don't watch Brooke Cosplayer Girl on YouTube. She's simply spectacular. That's totally right, dude. I mean, hey man, as Bulk Biceps, I just gotta say, Brooke, is she the real deal? Yeah!
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you so much for having me on your
Also,
show.
you're
You're amazing.
thank you. Also, can we get a picture real quick?
Yeah, you bet.
Okay.
How do we do this?
Let me get my tie flush.
Okay. Dum, 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 dum.
Okay, here we go. Well,
Okay.
my camera's not working, so we're going to have to do it like freeze for a minute. Okay, ready? One,
Okay.
two, three.
What do we do?
Um, 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 just post for the video, my camera's not working right now.
Okay, so what do I do?
Just like smile for a few minutes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna do one with my mask on.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Thank you so much, Michael, for coming on my show.
Thank you for having me, Brooke. You're amazing.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And
Uh,
I
I wish you.
what were you
I
about
just want
to
to
say?
say I wish you all the very, very best with your career,
Thank you.
and it would be a real honor to work with you someday. That would be
Yes,
awesome. Thank you,
yes,
Brooke.
yes, and maybe like we can do like a part 2 interview later sometime.
That'd be cool.
Yes,
I'm around.
yes, yes, and I'm so glad that you follow me on Instagram too.
Oh, of course.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It was like
Well,
today was just such a breath of fresh air and a real pleasure to be on your
it
show.
was,
Thank you, Brooke.
and thank you so much for the compliments. I really needed that.
Ah, you're amazing. This was a real pleasure. I mean that from my heart. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
You are so welcome, and I also hear that you're gonna be able tomorrow too.
What's that?
You're do you know Giovanna?
Oh yeah, that's right too. I'm gonna be on a show on
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Sunday. That's
yeah,
right. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be cool.
And do you also know Amber Jones?
Amber,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
Amber. I did an interview
yeah.
with her a while ago, and she's in the UK, right? Amber. Yeah, yeah. She's wonderful. I had so much fun being on her show.
She's one of my friends too. Both Amber and Gia
That's
are.
so cool that you guys all like hook up and like talk with one another and everything. That's
Yes,
awesome.
yes.
That's
So cool.
wonderful.
So cool.
That is very cool. Yeah. Well, I'm really honored to be a part of this community because you guys are just such wonderful, warm, loving people. And
Yeah.
thank you so much for all the light that you bring into the world. Like, it's appreciated because we
Mhm.
need lots of that. And you're such a ray of sunshine. Thank you so much, Brooke. You're
Thank you
amazing.
so much,
Thank you.
Michael.
I wish you all the best.
Yep,
Take care. Thank you.
yep, yep. And I'll let you know when I'll be coming to
Oh
Vancouver,
yeah.
so
Let me know.
we can meet
And
sometime.
let me know. Let me know when this podcast has come out because I want to see it.
Yeah. I will message you on Instagram and I will tell you what books I'm gonna be interviewing.
Thank you. And thanks for your amazing artwork. I love what you put together. It looks so cool.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, cause I also recently interviewed the voice of Dr. Eggman too.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. Mike Pollock, do you know who that is?
Who? Mike Pollock?
Yeah, he's the voice of Dr. Eggman.
No.
Oh yeah, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube also on my channel.
Okay, I'll check it out.
You want to watch it?
I think I subscribed to your channel on YouTube. I think I have. Yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh, cool.
I think yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So
Well,
I can't I'm looking forward to seeing more of your content. It's gonna be great. Thank
yes,
you.
yes. Thank you so much for coming on, Michael, and thank you so much for.
Thank you.
All hail, Brooke. And
Yeah,
watch Brooke Girl on YouTube.
yes. Thank you so much, Michael. Have a
Thank you. Take care.
yes,
You
yeah,
too. Have an awesome rest of it. Have a great Labor Day weekend. Enjoy the long weekend.
yeah, and also when we meet in Vancouver, you can meet my family, my parents.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah,
And wish them all the very best for me. They're
yeah,
pretty awesome peeps, I can tell.
yeah,
Yeah. Tell them they got an amazing daughter. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
so
You're
much for
incredible.
calling
Thank
in.
you so much, Brooke.
You're welcome,
Take care.
Michael. Have a good Labor
Uh,
Day weekend.
Thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you again soon.
Bye. Bye, Michael.
Bye. Bye, Brooke. Cheers.